those guys were supposed to be taller, some blue chips out there. Your guys just went out there and outworked them. Is that how you would describe it? I mean, what took place today?
Well, I thought we certainly had a nice physicality level about us tonight. We had a great energy level, which I think is largely attributed to our crowd. Had a great crowd, and our kids fed off that energy. But we were prepared to play. Houston, as we talked about before the game, you can see their size and that length and athleticism, and they look like a Big East team. And I thought that our guys didn't play reluctant or weren't hesitant at all. We went right at them, which was good, and finished some plays. We had a couple shots blocked, but we never wavered. We continued to attack the rim. In particular, Mills and Boardingham, I thought, did a great job.
That 19-0 run close out the first half, was that as aggressive as you've seen you guys this season?
Yeah, and I think two plays in particular embody what I hope our team and program is going to be about. You know, Neal makes the great dive on the floor to keep a ball alive. I think we dunked it in the rim. About 20 seconds later, Cedric Jenkins makes the exact same kind of play where he dives head first, keeps the ball alive, and I think we scored 4 or 5 points off that swing to end the half. And I just think those two plays in particular, our guys went into halftime feeling really good, and just great effort, great energy. I thought Mills had about 3 or 4 long rebounds that I didn't know how he possibly could get to him, but he did. Just great energy and effort all the way around.
Norville and Davian down the post both get to double digits. 2 guys in their first year in the program. What have you thought about their development? You
know, those guys have just continued to improve. And the thing I've said about Davion Boardingham the last 5 weeks is he's figured it out in regard to practice. Early in the year, I had to suspend him for a game because he wouldn't practice the right way. The last 5 weeks, he's arguably been our best practice player, and thus the growth and improvement in his game. I mean, he's a guy you can throw it to on the post and feel like you're going to get a good look. He's drawing fouls. He's challenging shots on the rim. He's rebounding out of his area. Early in the year, he wouldn't do that. And Norville Carey's always been a guy with a great motor. He's just a little raw offensively, but he's a freshman, and he came in tonight, I thought, finished some balls around the rim against some guys 6'8", 6'9", and both those guys just get better and better because they practice the right way. And I feel like they'll continue to improve throughout the rest of the season.
Really spreading the minutes around right now, it has to put you in a good position to be able to put 9, 10 guys out there and not really lose a beat.
Well, it does. You know, we have, in my opinion, 10 guys that can play in any game. You don't feel like there's too much of a drop-off. I don't know that we have a true backup point guard, but Dwayne Davis has slid over and played some backup point and been fine. And you can keep guys fresh. We didn't press quite as much the second half tonight, but at Rice we pressed basically the entire second half, and I felt like we wore them down. So when you have a nice rotation of 9 or 10 guys like we do, you can overcome some foul trouble. You might be able to overcome an injury. Knock on wood that doesn't happen, but I just think our guys have kind of identified their roles. No one's fighting what their role is, and when they come off the bench, they don't hurt our team. In fact, many times they help our team improve the lead or cut the gap.
Coach, how much more confident? A win like this, what does this do for the confidence of your ball club?
Well, you know, I have what I call kind of some city tough kids. I don't think if we played the Celtics or the Lakers, they probably feel like they're going to win. You know, the coach isn't quite so confident, but these guys feel like they're going to win no matter who they play. They've got what I call swagger, and not in an arrogant or disrespectful way, but just in a confident, we're going to go about our business and do our job type way. And that's exactly what they've done for the most part. Even the games we've lost, I told someone today, the 4 teams we've lost to all on the road are like 51-12 combined. So we've lost to some good teams. Up 11 at up 8 at Arizona at the half, up 11 at Wichita at the half. So these guys think they can play with about anybody.
Coming off the Wichita, I know that was a tough one at Wichita, 5 straight, 5 convincing wins. Was there something they kind of took away from that game that sunk in, or really?
The Wichita game, I think the biggest thing, you know, until it hits you right between the eyes about just one single play, a missed blockout can cost you, or a bad shot that leads to a bucket at the other end can cost you. Until you learn the hard way with young people. I've got 2 daughters, they don't learn any way but the hard way either. But my team had to learn through some tough losses, you can't keep missing blockouts. You can't keep taking tough contested shots that lead to transition opportunities. And I think through Arizona, New Mexico State, Louisiana Tech, Wichita State, finally they said, okay, we get it.
Dwayne Davis, how big of an addition has he been? Obviously, he didn't get a chance to play last year, but how big of an addition has he been for your ball club this year?
Well, Dwayne's been fantastic. You know, the thing that worried me about 2 weeks ago with Dwayne is because he had a bad ankle, he had a little bit of a bruised back, he was suspended a game for being late for a team meeting. He gained about 10 or 12 pounds, and he looked different. He wasn't as athletic, he wasn't as quick, and so we quickly got him back doing extra cardio and eating the right way, doing some extra workouts with our strength and conditioning coach. He's back down to about 203. He's taken 9 pounds back off, and he's back to his aggressive attacking self. And Dwayne's one of those guys, sometimes he tries to do a little bit too much, but as a coach, there's that fine line of living with it, because he does make a lot of good things happen.
Now, Coach, 2 games into conference play, how do you feel that you're establishing what you want to get established down here in Hattiesburg with your program?
Well, I think, 2 league games, it's too early to tell. I think 17 overall games. I think the biggest thing I hope people would say if they watched our team is we're going to play very hard. We're going to do our best to defend the right way and rebound the ball. At the offensive end, we're going to play an aggressive, attacking style of play, but we're going to play unselfish. Tonight we had 21 assists on 31 baskets. That's a great ratio. And so I would hope they'd see a hard-playing, tough team that plays unselfishly. And we're just 2 games into the league, but I think that'll continue throughout the season.
Last thing, Coach, there's a reason for Southern Miss fans to be pretty excited about Southern Miss basketball right now, though, isn't it?
Well, I would certainly hope so, and I think, the base of everything started with last year's team and the job they did and the winning streak that they've started, and, there's a buzz about that, and then our staff, myself, and team have really tried to get involved in this community and let people get to know us not just as coaches and players, but as people. And I think when people know you as people or friends or understand what you're about or who you are, they're more apt to come out and pull for you. And our crowds have been fantastic thus far, and we certainly hope they'll continue to grow.